What's good? It's your man Norb's Locals podcast. And as you see in the background, you see Tom Brady and you see my man Dak Prescott. I was watching my man Skip earlier with Shannon, Stephen A. Smith, and the talk is Tom Brady possibly to wear the Cowboys? I'm going to say this right now. Is it possible? First and foremost, I was listening to everybody's argument, on this topic, and it's a lot of variables that people may not understand that are going on in this situation. For one, the cap right now. The CBA is up after next year, correct? So basically right now, Dak Prescott is searching for a deal. His agent is searching for a deal for him, which makes absolute sense for him financially. Because if he ends up taking a deal to where he ends up making, let's say, $33 million a year, it may not be the proper deal for him within the next 2 years after the CBA has been, they come to another agreement. So let's just say Dak signs a deal. That deal in 2-3 years may not be a good deal for him to take, which makes absolutely sense. Which makes absolute sense, right? And I get it. But another variable that people may not be taking into consideration right now is this. Jerry Jones is 78 years old. He's 78 years old right now, okay? I don't know how much longer Jerry's going to live, but he wants a Super Bowl now, right? And Dak Prescott wants a shitload of money. We're talking about probably, maybe even $38 to $40 million a year is what can possibly be projected as for a quarterback within the next 3 to 4 years. So, of course, he's not going to want to take that deal. But people got to ask the question, does Jerry Jones believe Dak Prescott is the answer to all his problems? And will he give his left nut, let's just say, to win a Super Bowl within the next 2 years? Who would give him the better opportunity? Now, Dallas has they have a very talented team. Let's keep it real. One of the best running backs in the game, if not the best. One of the best O-lines, if not the best. Amari Cooper on the other side. They got Gallup on the other side. Offensively, super talented, okay? Defensively, very good. You know what I mean? They won 8 games with Dak. They won 8 games with Dak Prescott. Take that into account. They won 8 games, okay? Tom Brady's over here. He may play 2-3 years, and that's it. And maybe he's gone. Maybe that's it for Tom, okay? Then they need a new quarterback. But to me, is this right now? Do you feel like Tom Brady? This is the question is going to be answered by Jerry Jones. Do you feel like Tom Brady can give you a Super Bowl within the next 2 years? Who do you feel like can give you the better opportunity within the next 2 years? Okay. Do you feel like, and it just seems like, listen, Jerry's like, man, do I believe in that much that I'm willing to give up maybe $35 to $38 million a year for Dak Prescott and maybe not win within the next 3-4 years? I don't know how long he's going to live, okay? But we do have Tom Brady who's available, who's won 6 out of 9 Super Bowls, okay? They were in the hunt again. They're always in the playoffs. Some people may say, it's the Belichick effect. But again, Brady's been there. He's done that. He's won 6 out of 9 Super Bowls. He may only play 2-3 years, and then you got to reset and get another quarterback. What if the best possibility for the Cowboys, and believe you me, I cannot stand the goddamn Cowboys, okay, is possibly franchising and trading Dak Prescott and maybe saying, you know what? There's some quarterbacks up here, some teams actually that may be looking for a first-round quarterback. Maybe they're not in love in the draft. Maybe they can trade Dak to number 5 or the Chargers at number 6, maybe even Carolina at number 7 and grab one of those 5 quarterbacks that everybody's saying will be going in the first round. What if they sign Tom Brady? Let's say they give Tom Brady $33 million for the next 2 years, okay? They trade Dak Prescott Let's say if they're able to get maybe the Chargers, maybe the Panthers, maybe someone like that is actually interested in getting him. Let's say they can pull off one of those picks by giving them Dak Prescott. Maybe one of these teams believe that Dak is the franchise quarterback. Okay. And they give him that first round pick. And let's say New England says, you know what? Let's take one of those guys. Let's take one of those guys. Let him sit behind Tom. Let him learn behind arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. Okay? Maybe that's what happens. This actually may be a blessing in disguise that Dak Prescott wants an amount of money that maybe Jerry's saying I don't feel like he's worth. When else are you going to see guys like Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady available in free agency? And you're talking about maybe a 2-year deal or a 3-year deal. You don't have to commit to 5 years with Dak. He won 8 games this year. Let's keep it real. He won 8 games. All right? Dallas, maybe this is the move that you need to make. Listen, I'm looking right now. Cleveland's set on quarterback. The Jets are set. The Raiders may be going after quarterback at 12. Indianapolis maybe at 13. Tampa Bay at 14. Okay. There's some teams up here, okay, that are going to be looking for a quarterback. This may be the time to go and say, you know what, let me pull off one of these trades. Maybe I can get a first with Dak Prescott. What if one of these teams views him as a franchise quarterback? Why not Tampa? Why not Indianapolis? Why not the Raiders? I mean, that's going down a little bit lower with the trade, but, you know, you might be able to jump into the top 5. I believe they can jump into the top 5, top 6, top 12. I don't believe 5 quarterbacks are going to be taken within the first 12. But maybe they love somebody enough to let him sit behind Tom. Let him coach. Let him learn behind Tom Brady. Say Tom Brady retires in 3 years. You still got the 3rd or 4th year to see if that guy's the guy. But who else better to learn from than Tom? Maybe they don't want to invest over $35 million in Dak Prescott for the next 5 years. But I don't see them not doing it for Tom Brady. I don't know. Me personally, and this is just, and I hate the Cowboys. I hope they don't take my advice because I cannot stand them. I'm a diehard Giant fan. But let's keep it real. Is Dak Prescott worth that? Does Jerry Jones, this is the question, does Jerry Jones feel like, do the Dallas Cowboys have a better chance of winning a Super Bowl within the next 2-3 years with Dak or Tom? Is Tom a possibility? Is it the move to make? Can you still go get Tom Brady, win a Super Bowl, and probably trade into the first round early? Maybe one of these guys love Dak Prescott. You don't want him to test out free agency, so franchise and trade him. You're telling me Miami wouldn't listen to you? The Chargers, they don't want to go young? You know what I mean? I mean, this may be the best play for the Cowboys right now. Trading Dak Prescott for one of those early picks and possibly maybe getting a first and maybe something else afterwards. Maybe one of these teams, maybe the Raiders love him. I don't know. Where the Raiders drafted at? The Raiders are at, 12? You know? Okay. Maybe, just maybe the Panthers, maybe the Chargers, maybe the Dolphins. Okay? There's a lot of teams looking for a quarterback. They're not falling. And let's be honest, Dak is what, 27? I don't know, maybe 28? I don't know how old he is. Maybe younger. Now, the question might be, do any of these teams really believe in him? But I think it's worth a call. I think it's worth to see, hey, maybe, just maybe, one of these teams is interested in him. Okay? Tom Brady, let's think about Tom Brady. Will Tom Brady be interested in the Cowboys? Okay? Great offensive line. I mean, Tom pretty much played with a great defense, not many weapons on offense. You'll be playing with probably the best offense you've played with since 2007, Tom. When you had Moss and, was it, well, I don't remember who it was, not Walker. But, I mean, that's the best offense you play with. You may be walking into an offensive line that's probably top 5, top 3 offensive line in football. Top 3 running backs. Amari Cooper's probably a top 5 to top 10 receiver. Then you got Gallup on the other side. This may be the best situation for Tom Brady and the Cowboys. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think it's definitely worth the Cowboys looking into this situation and actually seeing, hey, maybe, just maybe, we move on from Dak. I mean, if they can get a first-round pick out of it, if any of these teams views Dak Prescott as a franchise quarterback, it's a win for Dallas. If Miami says, you know what, Dak is still in his prime, he's still young, they might bite on it. Maybe Los Angeles, okay? Maybe that's the move. And I don't know. I really believe that, there's a possibility of them getting a first-round pick for Dak Prescott. Do I think Dak is worth mid-30s? No, I just don't believe so. I don't believe he's worth that money. I mean, but I will say this: if Dallas were to go and get Tom Brady, it would be a major move. And again, they were 8-8. Dallas was 8-8 with Dak Prescott. You're asking somebody to come in there who's experienced like Tom Brady, who's won it 6 times out of 9. He don't have to put up the craziest numbers. He just has to make the right decisions when he needs to make them. He needs to make those clutch plays. He needs to make that Dallas offense just better. And I'm talking about in the clutch moments, the winning moments of football. And who better than Tom Brady to go to Dallas? 2-3 years and that's it. By the time the CBA comes around, you got a rookie quarterback, possibly. There's something to think about. I mean, this is what I believe. I believe Dallas should definitely go out and explore them options. I personally don't believe Dak is that guy. And I don't think Jerry Jones believes it. I don't think Jerry Jones is believes that Dak Prescott is the guy that he's willing to pay this amount of money to. I don't believe he's invested in it. And there's you don't know how high the cap can go. If he really believed Dak was that guy, I believe he would have been signed. He may be sitting there and have different grades on Dak. I've seen some games, some big games that Dak just didn't produce in. They were 8-8, guys. I mean, you want to give shit to other quarterbacks in the league, you got to give it to Dak. They were 8-8. This is a talented roster, guys. This is not a roster that should be winning 8 games. And you could put it on coaching, but at the end of the day, this is a very talented team. Hit me up and let me know what you guys think, but I believe this may be the move. Signing Tom Brady, possibly trading Dak Prescott for an early pick, if possible. There's a lot of quarterback-hungry teams in there. Again, I'm just looking off the top. Listen, it's not going to be the number 1 pick. It may not be the number 5 pick, but let's see right now, you got the Dolphins, Cincinnati, you got the Chargers, you got the Panthers. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with Cam Newton, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen with him. Who knows? You know what I mean? Let me see. After that, you got the Raiders have been talks about trading Derek Carr, apparently. The Colts, they were a team that was 7-9 last year. You got the Buccaneers. Now, again, if you're trying to get one of those 5 quarterbacks, this may be the jump. Maybe you grab an extra first. You get to let's say Tampa Bay's willing to play ball. You get to 14. You're in play to get one of those guys. Now you have multiple first-round picks, maybe even to jump up. I mean, listen, the Giants made a trade with the Jets this year. Who's to say it wouldn't happen with the Cowboys? I mean, I doubt it highly, but listen, it's there. I'm the GM. I don't pay Dak. Okay, look, let's say if Dallas gets another first-round pick, they would have the number 17. Let's say they were able to pry the 14th pick. They would have the 14th and 17th pick. Tampa's in desperate need of a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. That just doesn't. I mean, Jameis Winston turns it over like a savage. I don't believe they're going to sign him. Dak Prescott does not turn the ball over. You know what I mean? They're looking sorely for a franchise quarterback. With the 14th and 17th pick, This might be a win. You get Tom Brady. You may grab one of those quarterbacks at that number. Maybe even package that and trade it up. Maybe get to a 7 or an 8. Even if this is how I look at it. You make the trade, you get one of those picks, and you still could maneuver because you're gonna have multiple first round picks. You're gonna have other picks. Just, you're probably gonna get a first, and I don't know, maybe another late round pick. Let's talk about it, guys. Do you believe trading Dak Prescott inside of Tom Brady is the move? Hit me back. It's your boy Norbs. This is the Local Locals podcast, and we are out.